Studies have shown that chronic stress can shorten our lifespan by as much as 10 years. Can we reverse the trend? Well, the good news is you can. But before I go into that, I would like to highlight something that's very important. Imagine that an image of a pink elephant keep coming onto your mind, and you want to eliminate it. You don't want to think about it anymore. Then you tell yourself, forget about the pink elephant. Forget about pink elephant. You know what happened? The pink elephant will stay in your mind despite you asking it to go away. In fact, the more that you remind yourself to forget about the pink elephant, the more that it's going to be there. And you may be there forever if you keep doing the same thing. It's a paradox, but it applies to stress as well. If you want to get rid of stress, don't think about getting rid of stress, because it will be there, and in fact, you will have more of it if you keep thinking about it. The strategy is to jump out of contrary, in the sense that you don't think about it anymore, and you need an alternative strategy. And what would that be? For that, I would like to introduce 5 strategies that have been proven to be pretty effective over the centuries. Well, because it is based on the teaching of a book known as the Tao Te Ching, which was written 2,500 years ago by Lao Tzu. In terms of having peace of mind, it is really a go-to. So let's look at the strategies. Strategy number 1 is to let things be. Think about it. Why do you have stress? A very common reason is that you want to be in control. You want the people you love to like you. You want to have a promotion that will bring you more money. You want the status, or you want the respect from people that will make you happier. But the thing is, more often than not, things are beyond our control. In fact, many of the things that we have in life, or that we're facing in life, are beyond our control. You want that promotion, but even if you are working very hard and you excel yourself in your work, and you work as a very good team member, you qualify every aspect of getting that promotion. It could be that because there are 3 equally qualified individuals in the company, and your boss has to make a decision to pick only one of them. It's not that you're not good. It's just that there are reasons that are beyond your control. So if you are fixated on the result, on something that could be out of your control, then you add stress to your life unnecessarily, because no matter how much stress you add to your life, you are not going to make things better. The simple fact is that it is beyond your control. So the first thing, or the first strategy that you should try to relieve stress in life is to accept things as they are. Number 2, don't chase after happiness. But it sounds weird, right? Because we all want happiness. But the thing is, when you are chasing after happiness, it would mean that the happiness is not with you, it's somewhere in the future. But the thing is, we can control of what we are doing right now. You can decide what you want to do, but you can't decide the future. The future is yet to come. And again, it comes back to the matter of control. You can't control the future. And yet you pin your hope onto the future. And there would be something that's a kind of discrepancy, and that would create a gap, and the gap is another source of stress. So don't chase after happiness. Rather, enjoy the happiness that you can enjoy at this moment. Enjoy the present moment. Well, appreciate what you have. If you are eating, enjoy the good food. If you are in a good company, enjoy the company. This is the happiness that you have right now, and it is the happiness that you can be in control of. And so the second thing is, don't chase after happiness, but to enjoy the happiness that you can enjoy at this moment right now. And now, strategy number 3, which is to embrace uncertainty. Embrace uncertainty. Well, it sounds weird, right? Because we don't like uncertainty. We want to be certain, to be able to get the things that we want, the people we love, and to do the things that we enjoy. But the fact is that nothing is constant in this world. As a single, the only thing that's constant in this world is change. Everything changes. And so if you expect things to stay unchanged all the time, then you are in for trouble, because then there will be a gap between your expectation and reality. And if they don't reconcile, then there will be stress, there will be trouble, there will be unhappiness. And at the same time, in fact, uncertainty is not a bad thing. In fact, it is how you can make yourself to be extraordinary, in the sense that, because of uncertainty, and you'll be able to discover opportunities that would make you stand out, or have an opportunity to find rewarding experience. Just imagine that everything is of certainty, then you will not have the motivation to discover, to create, to find innovative ways to get things done, and you'll become very boring, isn't it? So that's strategy number 3, which is to embrace uncertainty. Not only would that allow you to cope better with uncertainty in life, so there will be less stress. In fact, it would also open you up with a lot more opportunities and possibilities. And now let's look at strategy number 4. That is to allow your innate nature to flourish. But we don't always like ourselves. For example, I used to be pretty upset about the fact that I'm quite an introvert. I can't speak freely when I'm in a group of people that I'm unfamiliar. I'm pretty awkward when I'm in a social setting that's new to me. So I feel that I am inferior. And so because of that, because I was unable to behave in the way that I want, I feel stressed. But the thing is, every character trait has its own strengths and weaknesses. Now, being introvert has weaknesses, but it also has strengths. It doesn't mean that we don't overcome weaknesses, but what is equally important is that we must know where the strengths are and make the best of it. And I find that, in fact, I enjoy more as an introvert because it allows me to listen. I don't always come forward to say, and it allows me to listen more, and in fact, I gain in the process. It doesn't mean that I should not overcome the weakness, but what makes me feeling at ease, not to have stress, is that I enjoy the benefits that it can bring me. So equally for you, allow your innate nature, whether it's your curiosity or intuition, allow that nature to come forward, and you find that you are enjoying more in life, and at the same time there will be less stress. So that's strategy number 4. And now, last but not least, strategy number 5, go with the flow. We are not alone in this world. If you want to get anything done, it's not just your desire that makes things happen. Now, we are part of nature, and nature has its rhythm, has its seasons, and so if you ignore that, you're going to be in trouble. All right, it's just like a farmer wanting to harvest in spring. It is not possible because the conditions are not right. And so patience is very important. Sometimes things don't happen, not because it's not going to happen, it's simply because the season has not arrived. And so you must have the patience to wait for things to happen. So if we can do the 5 things that I mentioned in order to put the 5 strategies into practice, chances are that you enjoy a lot more in life, but at the same time you have less stress and you will be able to bring back the potentially lost life resulting from the stress that's inflicting you. So what about that? Put the 5 strategies into practice and see how it can help you. Let me know how you feel and whether they are useful. Thank you very much for watching and I wish you luck. See you again soon in the next video.